Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. We're going to be solving question 8 from the second chapter of the Johnston textbook. And we have this telephone cable that is clamped at point A to the pole AB. We know that the tension in the left-hand portion of the cable, or cable T1, is 800 pounds. We need to determine by trigonometry the required tension T2 in order to have the resultant R to be vertical, or in other words, the X component of each of these two are gonna cancel out each other. So we can call this our X and Y. But since we are asked to find the answer in this question by trigonometry, we're not going through X and Y, but that's another way to solve the question. So in the B part, we also need to find the corresponding magnitude of R. So we can use the triangle rule in order to find the resultant, and for that, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna draw another T2 in here parallel to the one that we have same magnitude, so we can show it like this. So that's gonna be our T2, and the resultant, I'm gonna show the resultant in red, has to be vertical in this direction. We can call it R. And basically we're going to use the triangle rule in the triangle that we can see in the left part. I'm going to highlight it in yellow. So this triangle, in order to find the resultant. So we have two unknowns in here, T2 and R. And in order to use the law of sines, we need to figure out the angles first. We basically need this angle, this one, and this in order to use the law of sines. Let's see if we can find each of these angles. So if we look at here, we'll see that we have a right angle, and this one is 15 degrees. So the other angle would be simply 90 minus 15, or 75. So we can find that angle. I'm gonna show the other angle in different color. So if we want to find this angle in here, we know if we do a line parallel to our horizontal, this will be also 15 degrees. And this angle that we have in here is what we have in here, which is 25. So the whole angle would be 15 plus 25, or 40 degrees. Now we know the sum of all angles in a triangle is 180, and basically we found two of them. We can find the last one, alpha. So basically 75 plus 40 plus alpha has to be 180. So if we want to find alpha, we have 180 minus 75 plus 40 is 115. So the alpha would be 65 degrees. Now we are good to go to use the law of sine. So for using the law of sines, we have each side. So one of our sides is T1, which is this one. So T1 over sine of the angle in front of it, which is alpha. And we found alpha is 65 degrees. And that would be equal to the other side, which we can go with R, over sine of 40. So this is our R, and the angle in front of it is this one. So since in the question we know that T1 is 800, from here we can find our R. If we cross multiply these two, basically 800 times sine of 40 is equal to R sine of 65 degrees. So we can find R, which will be 800 times sine of 40 divided by sine of 65. So let's figure that out. 800 times sine of 40 divided by sine of 65. So we'll have 567.39 pounds. As for the R and our triangle rule, we know this will be equal to the other side over the sine of angle. The other side would be T2, and the angle is 75. So basically, again, we have 800 over sine of 65 is equal to T2 over sine of, as I mentioned, the angle is 75 degrees. So if we cross multiply this again, we have 800 times sine of 75 over sine of 65. So 800 times sine of 75 divided by sine 65. And here our T2 will be 852.62 pounds, which would be the final answer for this question. So we were asked to find the T2 and the resultant. And yeah, that's pretty much for this one. Hope you guys find it helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. We are covering 3 different textbooks for engineering mechanics in this channel. Feel free to check out the playlist and let me know if you have any specific problem from these textbooks that you want me to solve in the next videos. And you guys take care. I'll see you in the next one.